sort of said that you haven't had the talk. Have you not had the talk? Oh, this is a good place to have the talk. Well, is she your girl or not, mate? All right, she's beautiful. What's going on?
Yeah, she's my girl.
She's your girl. He's committed there. We've got that on tape, all right?
I was actually thinking Margaret Throsby. She's looking pretty good up there.
You love a bit of Margaret Throsby action. You can understand that.
Yeah.
Classical FM, mate.
That's it. That's what it's all about.
Margaret Throsby.
Indeed.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
What gets you in the mood?
Porn.
Porn. It's a wonder when we're going to get to someone who will say porn.
Yeah.
Well done for being honest, all right?
I'm old-fashioned.
In awesome news for amphibians, about 4,000 endangered Peruvian frogs have been saved from being turned into cocktails after they were found in an abattoir fridge and released by authorities. Frog cocktails are popular in the Andes because of their supposed aphrodisiac qualities. Especially at risk is the very rare Peruvian huge-dicked frog. Anyway, the sea's frogs are safe. They were taken to a fountain in central Lima to splash around before being returned to their native lakes. Horny locals then drank the fountain dry. Husey, I'd like your help. I want you to be an endangered aphrodisiac frog.
Yeah, sure.
And we're going to interview you. First question, Fredo Dave. Are you glad you didn't croak?
When did I croak? I croak all the time.
No, I mean like croak, like died. Are you glad you didn't croak?
What, does croak mean die? Yeah. That's ridiculous. Have croak mean die? When I croak, I know I'm still alive. You humans have got silly terms.
Which bit of you is the aphrodisiac?
My fingernails, yeah. Yeah.
Frogs have fingernails?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, you haven't done your research, have you? We have got fingernails, tiny little ones on the end of our little webbed bits.
Corinne, have you seen a frog? They don't have fingernails,
Yes, they don't have fingernails.
No, because they've all been taken off and used as bloody aphrodisiac.
Do you know any famous frogs? Do you know Kermit the Frog?
Oh, I went to school with Kermit.
Really? What was he like?
Oh, he was a dickhead. Seriously. He used to steal his bloody lunch money. See him on TV, thought, luck, you know. Who did he bloody, you know? Yeah.
Do you think he's a bad role model?
I think he is, yeah. I mean, he was going out with a pig.
As a frog who's an aphrodisiac, what do you use as an aphrodisiac?
But I use a mirror. Just look at myself and go, ooh. Yeah, now we're in the mood. Have a look at that bloody frog.
There's an Australian expression that's often used that they say someone goes off like a frog in a sock. If I put you in a sock, would you go off?
Don't put me in a sock. It's a ridiculous thing to do to a frog. Imagine if I put you in a sock, you wouldn't be happy, would you?
You're a very angry frog.
Angry frog. I really am angry.
Do you think maybe you're suffering some post-traumatic stress disorder after, you know, being in captivity like that and then being released? Do you think that's why you're so angry?
Oh, well, I hadn't thought about it, but now you bring me that to my attention. That's why I am. I was in a bloody abattoir refrigerator with 4,000 other bloody frogs, you know? We're all hanging out, bloody, you know, saying who could jump the highest. It's hard to jump when you're bloody cold.
I don't know
Got any
what to
questions,
say.
music girl?
I've got one. Do you ever get offended by the expression to get a frog in your throat?
Do I get offended by that? It's a bloody stupid question. No, I don't. I like being in people's throats.
What about your throat? Like, particularly, I guess, like your tongue. Like, frogs have very long tongues. Is that useful in seduction?
It is, yeah. It is useful in seduction. It's useful in pleasuring people who are smelly. They can stay a long way away from you, and you can still get the job done if you know.
They say if you lick a toad, you can get high. What would happen if, you know, I licked you?
We'll give it a go. need to lick a bit lower to have effect.
Yes, it's time to award the coveted Glasshouse Trophy, which this week is called... And the winners of the John Laws Memorial Crime Against Rhyme are police officers in the north of England who are sending criminals birthday cards which encourage them to go straight. One card reads, "This is true. Another year, have you changed your life? You know that crime brings trouble and strife. Now it's up to you, we can assist. Let's cross your name off our lists." Some include a rhyme and a present. Roses are red, violets are pale. Here's a soap on a rope for next time you're in jail. So the trophy goes to the brave British bobbies. Personally, I think the crooks should send cards back to them. I heard you had a birthday. You've survived another year. But your wife was not so lucky, so I'm sending you her ear. She's a special birthday present. Hope it finds you in good health. Open up the little boxes and assemble her yourself. Well, that's the way it is for Wednesday, May the 18th. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. And let's take a look at tomorrow's headlines. According to the Australian...
Government letter unlikely to help Chappelle. Some crap about being alert, not alarmed. In the Tiser, Ian Turpie admits lying about impotence. Caught in bathroom yelling, "Come on, down." From the Illawarra Mercury, Philip Ruddock claims John Howard will stay on until long, long, long after death. And the LA Times says, Michael Jackson to use Corby defence. Denies handling children's bags.
Good night.
The laughter continues on Friday night when the boys from Down Under cram the big news of the week into a brand new night, when the Memphis Trousers half hour with Roy and HG moves to Friday night at 10 on ABC.